Welcome, welcome everyone. This is Gster, aka the boss, aka Yo Daddy, and I am pleased to bring to you Game 3 of the Unwanted versus Newbie Army. I've got with me the man known as Darkents, and
could you please read the name I got on TeamSpeak currently?
he will be known today as Dara Tralalaken Sensenstein. For all you haters out there, that's just a forewarning to you all not to touch his tra-la-la, please. Some of you may remember my very first cast ever. Darkents was a co-caster with me. I'm just gonna put that out there.
So we'll be like old times.
We're back together, and right now,
hopefully it won't be like old times.
well, as long as nobody touches anyone's ding ding dongs or tra-la-las, I think we'll be okay. Here we go.
It's in the bottom left, there's the red team, which is my trainees from EU6. It's Newbie Army. We're doing a rainbow comp. In the top left, top right, we have.
This is Unwanted, coming out with the double BCs. They've got the Levy carrier, and then double support here with a Raven and an Arbiter. What do you think the strategy is in the short term for the Newbie Army guys?
Newbie Army have a total of 1 of the nurses. Well, Unwanted have 2 of them, so I think they will want to land their EMP. Most likely, target is Pseudo, on Undead, the Arbiter. After that, they want to go and push beyond the Destroyer.
One thing I want to point out, these battle cruisers, normally you see people go double battle cruiser and somebody's got pods. Both of these battle cruisers went with the straight up kite build. So should give them a little bit of an advantage against that Destroyer, would you think?
Oh, absolutely. Like, they got the Storm on the Arbiter, so they're not afraid of heavy launches. They can deal with that, and then they just want to get as much damage as possible. Which 2 range only is the hardest hitting of the openings you can do on the battlecruiser.
What do you think about the we see a little bit of push here. I was gonna ask you, what do you think about the carrier for Unwanted going with a 6-inch open?
6-inch open is a bit weaker at the start, but later you can't. When the Levy has his range upgrades and all, you can't hit him with your lasers anyway. So then it will be stronger to have the 6-inch.
All right.
But it's and it farms less, because when the Levy launches Mutalisk, it denies the carrier from farming, and it doesn't really when the carrier does have 4 lasers.
Okay, so the farm is just about, as I was showing you guys, just about a 30 difference right now for a Newbie Army. A little bit into the Unwanted side of the map, but nothing too serious. What do you expect? What do you expect is going to be the strategy looking at this composition for Unwanted? What do they need to do to win this game?
They're going for a control-based play with the 2 battlecruisers and the 2 nurses, which will like deal with anything that's thrown at them. Well, not really having the power to push. They can just hold off anything coming to them.
Okay, and then on the other side, what do they want?
Meanwhile, the other side, they got more damage. They got the Destroyer who can do rolls. They got the Guardian who can do kiting. And that's more damage, but less control, so they're less safe against what the opponent throws at them.
Okay.
Newbie Army will have to do the action, and Unwanted will do the reaction.
The high farmer of the game so far is thought of with the carrier on bottom across from the Levy, and next highest is Danny. As we've seen from the past couple games, Danny and that Levy has a propensity to get very farmed up. So the Unwanted guys are going to want to keep an eye on that. Make sure that their carrier doesn't get bullied up there by that Levy.
Yeah, it was surprising. The Newbie Army actually went up from 30 farm advantage to what is almost 100 now. and did that while their destroyer was at the same 4k health that it's now. So
Okay.
without losing hull on the destroyer, they've actually gone on ahead, which before they lost half the health under that destroyer while pushing.
That's very interesting. Now, do you think how normally in this situation you've got 2 Kite BCs, you've also got a Raven with EMP and an Arbiter over here with Storm. How is Newbie Army managing to hold up in the middle without losing more hull on that destroyer?
You see, the way he's doing it now is he just keeps on launching his raves, and every time those battlecruisers go away from him, they don't deal damage to him. So every time he launches his raves and the enemies go away from him, he doesn't lose anything. And what Unwanted actually have to do with the 2 range opening is always be hitting, because of the nature of the 2 range is that you have to make it work. You have to be there and hit the missiles every time they can.
Alright, so yeah, a little bit of that's a
Which
little
they're
bit of
doing
kite.
now.
Yeah, a little bit of kiting knowledge for everybody. When you got those missiles and you've got the range advantage, you got to keep those missiles shooting every time they cycle that cooldown. That's the way you take advantage of having superior kiting range over people. And you see Bloodhound is in there. He's making sure that he gets those missiles on Tengu. But he could probably get them out a little bit quicker.
Not. Yeah. Oh, there's a warp trick. That's why they're gonna go for a warp trick, so they want to go back.
All right. So there you have Undead. This is actually Pseudo playing on Undead's account. He's in the Arbor. He's going way, way wide, and Newbie Army is getting very close. We're gonna see them turn around right. Oh, it looks like they are turning away now, but they're leaving Danny out.
We'll have to back up. You know, you see with going that way far out with the warp trick, you lose a lot of farm. So they actually they have to make use of it, or they're gonna be behind.
Okay, so we're gonna.
Danny on only 1.5 speed. Maybe he's fast enough. I think he is. He's not gonna die here.
We're at almost a 300 farm disadvantage for Unwanted right now, so this is gonna be the time where they try their best to make it up, because Danny got away. So they need to really try to farm hard right now.
You see, Danny, he was hit one time by the opponents, and he got one more speed upgrade from his money, which I guess he didn't want to buy. He wanted to get both the rapid regen and the warp, which he can't get the warp now, which will set him back a little bit, but better be safe than sorry.
So sometimes you have a little advantage that you really didn't count on when you get a warp trick in there like that. You at least deny Danny the opportunity to buy something, and it could work towards your favor as long as you play a good match the rest of it. Looks like we're in a pause right now. I'm not sure what's happening.
And in the pause, I had my mouse on Danny, and he got himself the upgrade for warp to do the warp trick on the target on the bottom there. Let's see what that is.
Okay, so they're setting up a warp trick. You see the Unwanted guys are getting out of here. So we'll see if they're quick enough to escape out of any possible warp trick shenanigans. Looking at the match right now, if you're on the side of the Newbie Army right now, what are you doing to seal this win?
To get when they want to get their farming ships farmed up, so that's they fund the Guardian, to of the carrier, and Danny the Levy. They need, if they get those 3 DPS ships high, they can just carry the ship with the whole team with those 3 ships on DPS. And meanwhile, the battlecruiser Raven and Destroyer will be the defensive ships.
Okay. And then for the
they wanna just
Unwanted guys.
Unwanted will are going with 2 ships that will do the damage. So they're really gonna have to play the reactionary team.
Okay. They'll be looking for a good time to counter and maybe grasp the advantage back. Everybody warps in. There's a scan. It's
Yeah, that's safe.
yeah, more cosmetic. Unwanted got out of there without any damage, so now we'll maybe see Unwanted get back into the fray and hopefully try to fight them back. They've got to do something about this farm.
Upgrades. We got the Crow's Facet on the Guardian from Newbie Army, which means they're gonna go for more DPS. Really do those ruins. And on the blue team, Unwanted, we have both battlecruisers going with more kiting. So they don't want to be as reactionary yet. They want to have their battlecruisers deal DPS for now.
Okay, and you know, a lot of people will tell you that you know, early and mid game are the last opportunities for the battlecruiser to be of any use, especially as far as damage to someone. What do you say to a lot of people, a lot of people's contention that the battlecruiser is basically just too weak to do anything?
Yeah, the battlecruiser. Well, the thing is that the lockdown is so strong still. Like the defensive capabilities of the battlecruiser and supportive capabilities are always good. And it doesn't have as much carry capabilities as the Levy because it doesn't have frenzy. Which thing is with there's
corrosives on Darker. He's taking a lot of damage. They're gonna change to Bloodhound potentially.
They're back now.
All right, everyone gets out of there. You think they could have? You think they could have got a kill shot right then, or what?
I don't think they could have had it when they backed up. Like they would have had to focus fire earlier in the chase. If they did, then it would have been a kill. Especially on the Raven, who was like he lost his shield in like 2 seconds, and after that he was never hit again.
Yeah.
If they would have hit that Raven more and focused him after the initial, he would have died there. Which is interesting how he's getting a blackout on his Raven. So he wants to counter the enemy Raven carrier or destroyer, most likely.
So does Unwanted have enough DPS right now on their side to successfully pull off a warp trick?
I don't like. They have definitely have DPS, but the thing is that they have the battlecruisers with the range being the DPS. They invested so much in having 10 range on both battlecruisers. That's 400 minerals. That's not useful when you're close to the enemy. Like range only helps when you're actually using that range. And I would say that they shouldn't go for warp tricks because of that. They invested so much in things that are really good when you're doing launches, like Bloodhound is doing right now. He's just pushing the whole other team back because of his range. Like he can hit the enemies, but the enemies can't hit him. He's just threatening with that.
Okay,
that's
so
how they should push. And
blackout on the Destro right now.
Yeah.
But Tiger Wing is out of shields right now and in the yellow for that Raven, so he's got to play this carefully. Bloodhound is getting those missiles out, eating a couple corrosives, but nothing too damaging. We're gonna see if these missiles can catch up to this destroyer right now.
Yeah, they should just keep on pushing and giving ground very slowly with the battlecruisers. Like they're pushing now, and when the turn happens, they want to back as soon as it happens, and then after it does, just keep on hitting the missiles when moving backwards as well. That way the red team has no choice except to back, because if they go forward they just take damage.
Okay, so it looks like they backed off a little bit early. Let's look at the farm right now. 1400 for Unwanted.
It's a lot of farm.
1900 for Newbie Army. So
yeah, that's a big difference.
Gotta try to close that gap any way they can. Right now is the time to do it.
Danny here in the Levy going back with a lot of money, and he does get both rapid regen and the frenzy at the same time.
Alright, so getting pretty big over here. 7 on his armor. Probably gonna go into some more tentacles very soon here. 6 on the bio.
Yeah.
Only at range 9 though so far. So still a little bit of range advantage for these battle cruisers if they can exploit that.
Yeah, I think Danny is doing that really well though, because he never was fighting the enemy battlecruisers. He was kiting the carrier all the time, and you don't need the 10 range when you're kiting a carrier. Like that one range won't help you as much as more missiles will do, or more tentacle armor tents will do. So he's doing really good. Yeah, you might want to get the 10 range soon. Or the one-shot tentacles for the next time.
We see over here, Darker on the Unwanted side is going with the tanky Levy. He's up to 9 armor. He's grabbed some HP ups as well, sitting at almost 16k and 11 tentacles right now. So do you
He's
think?
very beefy.
Yeah. Do you think that? Oh, and we see the Scourge coming out on Tiger Wing right now. He's gonna be
Gonna
okay,
put him back.
but definitely
Yeah,
gonna have
he's
to
fine
go
for now.
in.
There is the PDDs are out for the red team. They want say to the battlecruisers, stop that damage. We don't want it anymore.
Yes, and that's a very, very strong counter right now. So the
Yeah.
let's see if the Unwanted guys come out with some pods. No pods right now. Both battlecruisers. Yep, both battlecruisers have scan.
Both of them scan. Yeah, they will know what's up. But as the game is standing now, they will know what's up anyway, because the red team are all in front of their base, farming it up.
Looks like a definite contained situation. We'll see how long the Unwanted guys stay out here before they can send somebody in to grab pods. I would think they definitely need that soon.
They need something to break the PDDs, yeah. And there is Darker, who's still... I don't know about this, he doesn't have the rapid regen. Well, he spent so much in health and armor, and he didn't buy the rapid regen. I think that's a big mistake. Rapid regen is not that expensive, and he spent a lot more in health than he did on the rapid regen. Well, I think that would have helped him out a lot more.
Okay, so yeah, he hasn't bought any abilities or energy right now.
Yeah.
Tanky, but doesn't have that regen. We'll see if that's probably the next thing he'll go for. He's gonna take a lot of damage right here.
Oh, that might actually kill him. The Scorch as well?
Oh,
I think
that's
they
so
should go for
close. That is so
Oh.
close.
Oh,
Oh,
that was
and-
not a kill.
Wow,
Well,
didn't
we
see that
both
happening.
But there was the frenzy on the carrier, and he went all the way past the tower for it, and actually did get the kill there.
And I'm just seeing
was,
this a lot in recent days. This happened against my team in a league game yesterday. Carriers out there with a levy. If you are a carrier and you lose your shields, it's
The
bad
hull is
news.
gonna drop quickly.
Yeah.
Like you think like, oh, I'm still half alive, but when the frenzy happens, it's done. You're just dead in a few seconds.
Alright, so 1470 for the farm for Unwanted, and 2700 for Newbie Army right now.
Yeah.
What are you thinking right now if you're on the Unwanted side?
Oh, they're in a lot of trouble. They can go for something like stasis double nuke and try to catch, like for example, Danny off guard. And then the farm will be a lot more even. Although, looking at it right now, it's double farm for Newbie Army. Like even that won't pull it. Like they'll have to surprise multiple times with double nukes.
Yeah,
It's definitely looking grim for them.
that Arbiter is at 300 energy and only has Storm right now. The Raven has Blackout and DMAT, but only 354 energy right now. They
Yeah.
did come out with pods, so here's Jedi is using those pods. Bloodhound doesn't have pods. He's grabbed D shield for, I guess, help against the Scourge attacks that are happening. And we've got Acid Spray, but not rapid regen yet for Darker. And Danny is over here. Oh man, 14 tentacles right now, 12 Bile Swarm, and 8 armor. Hasn't taken any health upgrades yet.
No, he hasn't. He didn't need it. I haven't seen him fall below 1200 health ever in this game. Like, he's been maxed out on health all the time.
So it
And
helps.
I don't think he ever used his rapid regen either. It's just for safety.
So I guess it helps him out a lot not having to buy health because he's not facing a
Yeah.
whole bunch of damage.
Oh, he did it now, like, to be tanky and to be safe while staying out. Like, I think he can just solo these two ships on top and push them back, but he might want to go for a warp check, but yeah, there's the scan. It's gonna be a working warp check.
Bloodhound
By the
is
way,
up
something
to...
that's
Go ahead.
really cute is Newbie Army got a parasite on the Raven of them.
Yep.
And like they got the parasite on the Guardian and got it on the enemy Raven, and that way it's so much easier to win the EMP wars, because you can always see where your enemy is at. Just stay in the back yourself, not being targeted, and when the enemy comes too much forward, you know where he is and can just hit it as soon as possible.
Yep, always a good idea to get that parasite on somebody that you need to have an energy battle with. As we see the battlecruiser Bloodhound up to 9 on his long bolts, and Jedi is at 5. Danny's up to, Danny's doing a lot of damage over here, and I'm thinking you're going to see this Raven. What is the next ability that? Well, this Raven's got a lot of stuff to deal with right now, and not much energy.
Like he got. I don't think he got one defensive matrix upgrade now. I think he should aim for energy and maxing out defensive matrix. Like he doesn't need PDDs. And that's well, it's not as big as a need for him, because his the main threats to them are the scorches and the ints that are dealing damage.
So
And the levy is also strong, but it's not as strong as both the others. Like matrixes will do more than PDDs in this situation.
Well, let me ask you this question: is Dark Swarm really useful?
No.
With all the PDDs
That's,
coming out here.
I think he just that's just for laughs and giggles. You don't need that there. Like it's you can use it, but it doesn't affect the game. Like
Thought of has Vortex and 18 interceptors right now. Got his warp in interceptors. Darker with the acid spray, not yet regenning. Oh, Jedi eats some scepters, and he's gonna eat a Scourge right there. Probably gonna go in.
oh
Man, he
like
took a lot of
scepters.
damage.
Yeah. Like at some point the AoEs just don't scale with the interceptors, and he did spray those ints, but they still did so much damage. And there you go.
Oh man, we're gonna
There's
look at
focus fire.
Undead. Probably not gonna
Is there
make it.
focus fire? Yeah, there's the focus fire.
Ooh, so Pseudo is
And
killed.
second kill.
Yeah, Tiger Wing.
Tiger Wing. Both
Who was he?
the nurse is dead at
Yeah.
the same time.
Ouch.
That's yeah. Now they like the machine, the train from Newbie Army is just coming closer to their home. Both
Yeah.
towers dead.
It's like pretty much a GG situation right here. We'll see if maybe someone does like a last minute derp and you get a kill or something, but this is tough to overcome. Darker does have his rapid regen right now. Just used it, but taking so much damage. He is in the heal beam. Looks like he's gonna go down, and here's a nuke.
No, that was a nuke from Newbie Army as well, which will hit.
Wow.
There's the safety tax. he gave him an extra 20 seconds.
So there is,
to
yeah,
live and rethink his life in the vortex.
trolltastic
Before
end to
the-
things, right?
Before that whole thing will happen.
Trolltastic end to it. That's Newbie Army pulling off a win in Game 3 against the Unwanted guys. They sweep this 3-0. What do you think was a good summary of this match from your standpoint?
Like at the start, I was really worried for Tengu going in with his destroyer there, and then like going down so quickly in health, but the BCs didn't capitalize on it and never got him to his hull again. He always had shields, which they could have pushed there. Unwanted could have definitely made pushes at the start and didn't, which gave form. And then when maybe it was already GG when the warp trick didn't work and Newbie army was 300 farm ahead. Could just upgrade in peace, and then like they just steamrolled it afterwards. Having more farm means more damage.
So there you have it. Yeah, just became overwhelmed there at the end. Unfortunate for the Unwanted guys, dropping all 3 games, but definitely you saw improvement over the. I know you didn't see the first 2 games. We saw them pretty aggressive and get hit by warp tricks a lot in the first game, and they got wise to that and improved over the course of the next 2 games. Just could never really get ahead in farm and ahead in damage and contain the other team. Just always got contained, and that really killed them.
Yeah, well, it's really important. Like StarBattle is, I think it's like 75% of games maybe that are won within the first 10 minutes. Just because of not even kills, but just farm ahead and health ahead in those first 10 minutes where just the first early pushes, you need to be relentless. You need to not fear the enemies and just go for it. Otherwise you get outfarmed and the game is done.
Alright.
Even when there's still a chance, like it's really hard coming back when you lose the first push.
Definitely is. I would like to thank Dara Tralalaken Sensenstein, aka Dark Ents, for his expert analysis during this game. That was game 3. That's the end of our coverage for Terran StarBattle League today. Thank you to everyone who joined us. Hopefully you got something out of it. And Dark, thank you very much for co-casting with me. And
it was a lot of fun.
Everyone else, thanks for joining us. This is G to the Boss. I'm signing off now. You all